Hello and welcome. This is James Blanchard, Cisneros at your service. Today I will be reading the March 6th Facebook post and I will be making a few comments on it, and I trust that it will assist both of us on our journeys. Here we go. Choosing to value innocence more than guilt. The ego will have us solve a dozen different problems in a dozen different ways. And then when we finally think we are done solving them, a dozen more pop up. Is it any wonder why it seems so hard to find true everlasting peace playing the ego's games? Judgment of self and others and seeing ourselves as guilty ignites most of the ego's games. Call the ego what you will. Judgment, irritation, anger, resentment, anxiousness, they all end when we choose to value our innocence more than our guilt. Today, instead of supporting the ego's delusions of guilt, we return to the present moment, forgive, and experience the gifts of peace of mind and joy that remembering each other's innocence offers. Today, we practice supporting our innocence. We strengthen this belief within our own hearts and minds. As we consciously choose to value innocence over guilt, we rejoice in remembering that the world is and will become a reflection of the value system that we support. And in doing so, we also acknowledge that our children will one day become the beneficiaries or the debtors of the thoughts, beliefs, actions, reactions, and interactions that we share with each other. Guilt occurs when we're following the ego's mindset. The ego has programmed us to believe that if we use its tools, such as judgment, anger, resentment, anxiousness, stress, hatred, revenge, that we will have the life we want. Yet, how many times have we used those tools and never received the peace of mind and joy we so desire and deserve? You see, the ego will have you use its tools and it would have you present 100 different problems, or 100 different problems are created from these tools. And you see them each separately and you think, oh my God, I have to solve all these problems. And then little by little, you solve them. And then guess what? A dozen more pop up. And that's just the ego's game. Because the ego is fueled by judgment. So the ego needs you to continually judge yourself and others for it to survive. But we're coming to a point in our lives where we're getting that the ego's tools, or the ego's programming, is offering us nothing we truly want. So how do we achieve a state of peace and joy? We do the opposite of what the ego demands. We forgive, we trust in God, and this creates innocence. Because when the ego offers us a dozen different problems and tells us, hey, you must solve these problems, these dozen problems, a dozen different ways, then we spend time and energy and focus on the problem. If we instead remember who in truth we are, that we are our Creator's creation, that we are love, because God is love and then so too are we, then we offer what we desire to experience, which is this love. And in this case, we do so through the acts of forgiveness. When we forgive each of those problems that the ego wants us to focus on, they are gone. They are released. They are let go. They are solved. And we receive peace in return. When we have faith in God, or when we trust God, and we trust that He has co-created our journeys with us, then our journeys must be perfect for our growth, healing, and development. And so what judgment Which ego tool would you need to use if you remember that you have co-created your journey with God, and so too have every single one of your brothers and sisters? What would you need judgment, anger, resentment, jealousy, hatred, revenge for? If you knew, if you had faith that it is happening exactly as it must, for us to grow and develop and heal, and then from our life experience help others grow, develop, and heal. This is the opportunity that's being offered to us in every moment. The opportunity to choose our innocence over the ego's programming of guilt. And so today, let us do that. Let us practice choosing our innocence, our true nature, the love that we are, over the ego's programming, the ego's guilt. For we have used the ego's guilt many, many times, and many, many times we have found it lacking. But now we're in a place where we know that peace of mind and joy is something we deserve. It's something we want to become an example of. And something through our example, through our life experience, we want to offer others so that they too may heal, so that this world can become more peaceful and joyful. For let us remember today that what we think, our thoughts, our words, our actions, reactions, interactions, they all create the world we are experiencing now. And if they are creating the world we are experiencing now, then our children will also live in the world that we have created. And so, if you don't have the strength to forgive a brother or sister for yourself, forgive them for your children, so that your children may see you in the states of peace and joy, so that your children may remember that they too can forgive, that they too can receive peace anytime they so desire, simply through forgiveness, simply by trusting in God's plan, which is in essence our highest will plan, because we have co-created it with God. And so today, let us simply do that. Let us simply choose innocence over guilt, forgiveness over judgment, peace over pain. Thank you very much for your time. I love you very much. If you'd be so kind as to like, comment, or share this video, it would help with the listening process, and it might help somebody find this information who can use it someday. If you'd like to leave me a question, I would be delighted to try and offer a response. And if you can please subscribe to my YouTube channel, I would love to have you in that community. Again, thank you so much for your time. I love you very much, and God willing, we will see each other tomorrow. Peace.